Hey friends, it's akidearest, and welcome everybody to another episode of the Otaku Monthly Favorites, where every month I introduce you guys to different anime, different manga, and different anime and otaku related things that I've been introduced to within that given month. And this month we're going to be tackling One Punch Man Season 2. I have some stuff to say about it, but before we get into it, I'm just going to kick this Otaku Monthly Favorites off by talking about the upcoming film, OKKO'S In. OKKO'S In is a story about a girl who loses her parents in a car accident and is sent to live with her grandma, who runs an inn. And during her stay, Oko must learn what it means to take care of others in order to take care of herself. The film will be hitting theaters for only 2 days, so if you guys want to watch the film, the link will be in the description below where you guys can buy tickets thanks to the sponsor of this video, G-Kids. And there will also be a link in the description to a giveaway where you guys can possibly win tickets to watch OKKO'S In, as well as a watercolor character postcard and a small pudding keychain. So you put your name here and your email address here, and then you just cross and hope to... I don't know. Now jumping into it, I'm just going to start off with One Punch Man Season 2 because I'm kind of on the fence about it. Spoiler alert for One Punch Man Season 2, so here's the time card if you guys want to skip to that. Okay, so I know that there was a lot of controversy over this. I'm going to gather my thoughts here, but there is one big fact that I also wanted to kind of share with you guys. So if you guys didn't see on Twitter or from Viz Media, I did sort of a little commercial type thing where I pretty much just talked about how One Punch Man is just a hilarious anime, and it is. So from season 1, One Punch Man kind of became that series that a lot of my friends that aren't even anime fans really liked, just because of the delivery of the jokes, the action in it, and the animation of it just kind of blew out of the water, especially due to the fact that the animating was just kind of made by new animators that are coming into the scene, you know? So with season 2, it was quite underwhelming to say the least. I don't think that episode 1 is necessarily bad. In fact, the pacing in the story I totally get, but if anything, I think that this episode would have done a lot better in the middle of season 2, but not really something to kick off season 2 with, especially if it's for an anime that is so loved by so many people and we've waited this long for it to come out. So I feel like, yes, what I'm basically saying is for episode 1, it would have been nice to give the simple One Punch Man fans what they really love, which is just Saitama beating the shit out of something and then carrying on his merry way with some groceries. But instead, the only fight scenes we really got was kind of Genos beating the crap out of whatever robot this was that we didn't get too much context on. This episode, it didn't really make it for me, but it didn't break the anime for me either. I'm still going to continue it. It's just, I think as a beginner one, this didn't really kick it off too strongly for me. Luckily, I love the anime and I love Saitama, but I just feel like if I showed this to somebody that didn't know anything about One Punch Man, they would think that this was all about King. I saw the controversy for season 2, and with the trailer, it seemed that most of that was taken from episode 1. Now, I understand with manga readers, even though I haven't read the manga for One Punch Man, I understand that there is some sort of obligation that you have to keep to the manga. However, we don't even see Saitama punch anything, alright? Like, I know that seems like a little nitpicky, but it's called One Punch Man, and the animation's already very different given to JC Staff, who has done anime such as Prison School, Food Wars, and Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? However, I haven't seen so much action from this studio, so for One Punch Man, that is a huge project for them to undertake. So as far as the art and animation went for season 2, I will forgive it, and honestly, I got over it really fast as I was watching this again. It's been 3 years, but when I went back to watching season 1, my heart broke a little bit. But with episode 1, I just feel like there could have been a much stronger setup because of this long wait. Like, let's take Attack on Titan, for example. It's been years since the second season, or since the first season came out, right? And then when everyone found out that there was only going to be 12 episodes, people got really disappointed. But then once the first episode came out, sure, they dived into basically where we left off, but the way that they did it was kind of bringing back of kind of the vibe of where humanity stands right now. Because at the very end, when that guy's getting ripped apart and eaten by titans, they did it in such a way that reminded you what the real problem is and how terrifying these titans were. So with this episode, let's just put it this way, I didn't laugh once. I didn't even chuckle. I mean, there were a few concepts that I thought, okay, that's pretty humorous, I get it. There's this hero, King, where it seems like that he's just a fake, and I get that it's trying to set up for the rest of it, where apparently Saitama is supposed to be hanging out with King, and they want to explain that like it did in the manga. But it just could have been done in a different way, that I feel like they could have added some sort of recap from where we left off, and something that could have at least get us all hyped up for how powerful Saitama is. But the fact that we didn't even get to see, you know, any sort of fight scene, besides in the outro, where they had like those little previews on the right-hand side, I mean, lots of different underwhelming things happen. Now, again, this season and this episode really doesn't really ruin all of One Punch Man for me personally. It's like Kingdom Hearts, like I'm a fanatic. I hate Dream Drop Distance personally, and I get that the story is totally fucked, but I'm a fanatic because, you know, there's a lot of things that I love about it that sort of outweigh the negatives, so that's kind of where One Punch Man stands with me. It's really weird during the scene with the bird, by the way, where it flew into the building, and then Saitama just kind of pushes it off. That would have been a really great part for Saitama to at least punch it out. Sure, maybe it didn't happen in the manga. Again, I don't know, I haven't read it. But if he had at least punched it out, that would have been something to add. But I think a lot of it was just dialogue and way too many close-ups of Genos's whatever body part I'm looking at on the screen. I'm sorry. They tried. That's probably the nicest thing I can say. But let me know of what you guys thought of One Punch Man Season 2. I'm going to watch the rest of it, but right now my expectations for the rest of the episode, considering the trailer is pretty much just episode 1, so I know nothing about what's gonna happen, but there's gotta be some action scenes, there's gonna be some fighting. We didn't see a lot of it in episode 1, so I'm just going to sit back, relax, and eat my popcorn. Hello? And if all else fails, well, guess what? Fruits Basket looks fucking fantastic, am I right, guys? Oh man, I just needed to add that. Ooh. So with all of that out of the way, just a change of pace here, I want to show you guys some DIYs that I have been working on for the past few weeks, because I've been taking on a few hobbies outside of YouTube. One of them is that I started making Mickey ears, specifically Kingdom Hearts themed Mickey ears, because I found out that I'm actually quite close to Disneyland here in Japan. So I'm going to actually be going, I think, next week or in 2 weeks time, and my friends are huge Kingdom Hearts fans, like top tier Kingdom Hearts fans. So I've just kind of been like dragged by them everywhere that's Kingdom Hearts related. So I made these ears and they're pretty much in love with them. Now if you guys want to learn how to make these yourselves, just look it up on YouTube. It's super easy, like just look up no sew. You don't even need a sewing kit. You can just use a hot glue gun and it's super easy to do. I also made this Totoro Terrarium. There you go. Isn't it cute? Just a bunch of plants in a bowl. Just go to a Dollar Tree. They're so easy to make. And then I also made another Kingdom Hearts Ita bag, which I'm super proud of. I've been really into making Ita bags lately. I have not 1, not 2, but 3 Ita bags now. If you guys don't know what those are, by the way, those are bags that you can make yourself that are basically used to express your fandom and how much of a weeb you are about a certain waifu, husbando, or series. So I worked on some Kingdom Hearts ones because those are quite niche, and I used to use a lot of Etsy stuff, but now a lot of the products that I've been using to make my Ita bag came from OTAKU. Thank you guys. If you guys want to try and get some Kingdom Hearts stuff or any anime merch, feel free to go there. Link is in the description below for everything that I have talked about here in this video today. Oh, and one more quick announcement. If you guys haven't heard already, I'm actually a cameo in a Nintendo Switch game called The World Next Door. It's by Rose City Games and Viz Media, and it's a wonderful game that I've been able to be a part of. Some of you have already downloaded the game, and I'm not going to say who I am, but some of you have been tagging what character I am in the game. But I'm going to leave that up to you guys, if you guys don't know already, in the description below, where you guys can go find out more about the game and download it on your Switch. So that's everything in this Otaku Monthly Favorites, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below of what you thought of anything that I have talked about in this video today. Same thing goes if you have any suggestions or any rebuttals of what you have to say about One Punch Man. Yeah, specifically One Punch Man. And if you guys are gonna go watch OKKO'S in. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and subscribe to my channel for more anime and otaku related content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!